Okay. I guess we're doing, what's the date today? The 31st of March. So this is the AI meeting on the 31st. I guess I have to update the minutes and the meetings. See, I'm not good at these things, so
We all start somewhere.
yep. So 31st March. So who's here? Emily's not here. Emmanuel's here. Dan's not here. Don. Okay. Paul is here. And John. Okay, so whoever's got things to mention. Any topics?
No, not much on my side. I've been working mostly on providing demos, so yeah, which you already see. So
Or the demo for MCP?
yeah, for RAG and MCP, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same demo as always, but maybe also I will take a look also to provide, because I noticed that there are examples in Longchain4j for providing Longchain4j in Spring, for example, and stuff like that. And I was wondering if we could provide some kind of example with what we did for SmallRye. They have a very, very simple example, but I think
Wow.
it makes sense to provide the same kind of examples for I think it's not Longchain4j example. Yeah, going to past. Yeah. Chat. And I think I saw a Spring Boot example, which I guess we could provide in the same way with our own examples, because it's an AI service, and
Yeah.
that's all. With I guess it's why it's just a REST API of an AI service.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. On my side, yeah, no, carry on.
No, so I think we should be able to provide the same example in in Wi-Fi, and maybe also in Liberty, and I mean, maybe, I don't know if there's Micronaut. Yeah, I could maybe do Micronaut too. I don't know.
Yeah, we can probably do, okay, we need to probably do first for the popular ones that we have. Obviously, each one, Emily will definitely ask for OpenLiberty, and Payara, probably the guys who in Payara will probably ask for one, but then, yeah. So the three popular ones are Wildfly, Payara, or Glassfish, and OpenLiberty. And then if they want,
Because I'm not. I've seen that Micronaut 4.2 is quite different on the injection part. I don't know if it's.
That's
Heledon,
Heledon 4.2.
Sorry, Heledon. Sorry, Micronaut Heledon. So I don't know if it would work, because we have all the other one by using a weld under the hood.
No,
So
it should work. Yeah, it should work fine. I think there was just special support for LangChain that was added for the dependency injection. But whatever LangChain does normally, it should work fine.
Okay.
yeah, the only thing I've noticed with Heledon is fault tolerance. They have their own custom fault tolerance, but it's package private. So you can't inject the interceptor binding annotations because unless you use reflection, there is no way you can actually pick it up if you're trying to extend. So yeah, there's that. But for example, what we're using is small rise fault tolerance by default, which majority of the application servers uses. Except Apache, they got Safeguard, which is the reference implementation. So yeah. So we might ask Helidon to try and see how we can incorporate their fault tolerance in future. But yeah, that's one.
It should, let me see, this is the documentation for the fault tolerance. Everything should be very much.
No. What we're saying is because the LangChain gives us a proxy,
Oh, right.
it does not pick it up with any ordinary portable extensions or CDI extensions. So you have to do some trickery. And to do some trickery, you just have to enforce it that it's visible for injection. So we need one of the interceptor, we need to add the annotation on top of the proxy so that it picks it up for injection. But everything is package private except the portable extension itself.
Okay, I'll ask the engineering team if there's I guess any
So
additional that needs to be configured.
yeah. So Geronimo, you can, because the safeguard annotation is kind of public, but I'll see if I have time to do it this week. But yeah. Anyway. And then on top of that, we had a conversation last week about the possible name changes to the repo. And then there was a discussion between Clement and Emily about using the group ID. Clement once said because of the popularity of CDI, have a dev.langchain for j.cdi. And Emily is like, no, we've already voted to have a dev.langchain for j.microprofile.jakarta. And became a tit for tat. But then I said, why don't we incorporate both? So there haven't been any discussion yet, but so if you on the Slack, does the chat allow you to inject images? Admin restriction. That's funny. So what I did was the possibility that we can only have the parent ID, the group ID as dev.langchain for j.microprofile.jakarta, but call the project langchain for j CDI. Then it's easier for the community to know that this is a langchain for j project with CDI capabilities. And then if they want fault tolerance, then it's a langchain for j CDI fault tolerance. And for telemetry, it's langchain for j CDI microprofile telemetry or something like that. So they know. So they know that.
I think that, yeah, I agree with the fact that CDI, because it makes it also shorter, so easier to. I know that everyone says that the IDE is going to provide for you, but having long names and also long package in terms of Java package, because the issue is with do you want to have dev function for Jakarta MicroProfile as a Java package, or is it CDI?
Yeah,
But because yeah, I mean, in my opinion, maybe we should keep the name for the repo, but in my opinion, for the group ID, we shouldn't have MicroProfile Jakarta. It's too. I mean,
yeah.
it's too
The
big.
group ID, but basically, from the idea is group ID. It's basically the organization,
Yeah,
and then, but the project we can name it whatever. Because even when they need to poop, they 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 can put in a project dev.langchain4j.microprofile.jakarta anyway. So, but as a conversation or as implementation, they can say choose Langchain4j CDI.
yeah.
So
But the issue is that with the group ID, once it's defined, if I remember correctly, all the Maven, I would say central, well, Sonatype, etc., is defined by the group ID.
yeah,
So once it's chosen, well, it's difficult to move back, because then, I mean, for permission, for everything, it's based. I think it's based on group ID. Because that's why, for example, we don't have the dev function for JGroup ID, because they want to have separate permissions, etc. I'm not an expert on on security and Sonatype or central part, but that is my understanding. So that's why maybe the group ID is something that is yeah, we need to select, we need to define properly. But I still feel it a bit odd, a bit too long. But that's my personal feeling about it.
yeah,
I mean, spring is short, and we need something short just to mark it. But that's yeah. Also, I'm not sure that, well, I don't think people that are doing Jakarta or MicroProfile don't know what CDI is or stands for, because it's everywhere. So I
exactly.
know that as a brand is not well, it's not a brand CDI, but I'm not sure that the target audience is brand people or if it's technical people. My opinion is technical, but that's my opinion.
Uh, Wait,
But
sorry.
I guess we will have to wait for all the stakeholders to meet, to define a proper date, a proper time for meeting and to discuss it.
Yeah, but I'm just putting it on the minutes so that in future people can actually um oh, where's the dot? Mm, mm. Okay. All right. Anything else?
No, I don't have anything else. Just a small question for the example. But do you want to create all of them in a single PR, or should we create? Oh, I see a Jakarta MicroProfile example.
Yeah, we already got examples.
No, I mean on the Long-chain4j examples.
If we want a new PR, yeah, probably. But then you see, I don't want to work on any additional things now, because right now there's debate about name changes and consolidations, and
Yep.
so I don't want to do anything now. Question on
Okay. Maybe you should wrap everything up. Oh,
yeah. All right. Anything? Wait. Let me give you the link to.
yeah.
There's a link to the meetings.
I think I have maybe it's not. The link to your post on Slack. Either a copy link. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can send the link on Slack. Where is this?
Yeah.
Ah,
Voilà. Should be okay now. I hope it didn't. Yeah, seems okay.
and whoever's got a voice video recording can just change it here.
Okay. Yeah. So anything else to discuss?
Uh, nope, we're good.
Okay. Well, everyone, well, have a good day then.
Yeah, I think
Bye-bye.
we're done.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
Right, bye.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.